Well, here I am again, fiddling about with more old electronic equipment. You may remember a while ago I found these speakers on the rubbish dump, and they're very solidly made, very nicely put together, and the drivers were by a firm called Fane Accoustic, who were based up in Batley, Yorkshire, here in England. And I thought, oh great, we'll give them a whirl. I took the backs off to see what was inside, and sure enough found these. They look all right. There doesn't seem to be anything amiss. But the trouble is, one of the voice coils rubs badly. See, that one is just fine, but this one is no good at all. And I'll just show you the little label on the back. You may just be able to make it out. I'll put it on the macro, that's better. Fane Acoustic, made in UK, Batley, Yorkshire. The terminal plate on this one is loose as well, so that may have something to do with it. But somebody tripped over the wire and yanked it, and it's pulled the thing out of kilter. But the one thing I can't do is to get the magnet off without causing a hell of a lot of damage to the innards, I suspect. So I had to give up at that point. But I've still got that one. That one's okay. So what to do in the meantime? Get these cabinets going again. Well, I had in my shed the remains of a Amstrad boombox, model 7090 I think they were, and I made a film about one of those a while back, but they all seem to suffer from the same fault. The volume and balance controls used to go haywire, and if you turn the volume down low, the left channel would keep on going regardless of the setting of the balance. The only way you could shut it up was to turn it right hard over to left, and then that sound would disappear. And then as you turn the volume up, if the balance was in its central position, you'd find that eventually both speakers were sounding at the same volume. And it must be about the 6th or 7th one I've had that did that. Anyway, there was no use in repairing that. It's well, as I always say, you can't polish a turd. So what it did contain were these rather natty little conic speakers from Taiwan. I'm afraid they're not Batley, Yorkshire, these things, but they were the right size. The aperture is exactly the right shape for that code, and the original from Fane has a rather large mounting plate, as you see. So they've gone in all right. I've had to screw them in instead of using the original studs. But, well, there you go. I'm afraid sometimes needs must when the devil flies. So I'll shut that one up. I'll find some screws for it later, because when I found them I noticed neither had screws in them. And I've put them on the little RX C36 Panasonic boombox, and that has quite a nice sound on it. So let's see if my latest adaptation works. A giveaway there, you can just see the shiny dual cone trumpet in the middle there, which probably wouldn't have been a 1960s feature, would it really? But here goes. Let's see what it sounds like. Well, that's not too bad. Yes. Next! Yes, without wishing to sound catty. See if I can find anything else on FM. Reception is difficult this afternoon. We've had a storm. Classic FM struggling but not working.
You see the pictures, but you don't know their names. 'Cause love isn't here. And
Well, the upshot of it is that they certainly sound a lot better than they did before. So there we are. That trip to the tip wasn't such a bad thing after all. There nearly always seems to be something interesting down there. It's amazing what people chuck away. Anyway, I hope you like them, and see you again.